Let's worship religion, do our survival, let's do our, you know what I'm saying, do our Sabbath, let's do our, let's do what we're supposed to do according to the law.
That's right.
You know, and as long as we get back to the word of our Father, you know what I'm saying, that he knows who the chosen people are, because we're the ones who know the truth. Hey, brother, good to see you again. You know, if we need more, you know, not to be rude, I've been looking for you brothers for a long time. Thank you. I couldn't find you in California.
No?
No, man, I've been looking on the internet and everything else.
You here, man.
I met cats like you in Arizona, I met cats like you in New York.
Okay, yeah.
But not like us, not here. How can I learn with you?
We got a school in Compton.
Yeah, I need to go to school.
4205 Launcher Boulevard.
Is there a number or a card or something?
Hey, Packer, you get up in the bag and get him a flyer for me?
Because I know, and look, you know, I try, you know, I don't have I don't have mine yet, my friends.
Okay, that's all right.
This is the closest I can get.
Like I say, you come around,
right, this is the closest I can get to my friends.
We're going to hook you up.
This is the closest I can get to my friends, you know what I'm saying? Or at least I try to wear it around my neck, you know, instead of something else. Kept asking me about this, and I try to put them on. Right. You know, because we've been studying so many religions for so long.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We still ain't found them. Now we found them.
So fringes is a reminder of the commandment.
Right, exactly. It also would set us apart as a certain tribe. The individuals that actually knew the truth and we followed this particular book.
That's right.
They knew us by our friends. Yes, sir, I know. I've been studying. Nobody gave me the knowledge. That's what I'm trying to learn.
That's right.
You guys be the first cats that I actually get to sit down with, because I ain't sat down with nobody.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been studying though.
Get that, because we're looking at, he said Most High polluted his inheritance. So who is his inheritance? Read this.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance.
When the Most High gave all the nations their lands, read.
When he separated the sons of Adam.
He separated the sons of Adam. He didn't integrate everybody. He separated all the people. Read.
He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel, who we are. Read.
For the Most High's portion.
The Most High's portion is who?
Is his people.
Is his people. Read.
Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. Jacob is the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. You understand? And that's who we are. We are the 12 tribes of Israel. Now go back to Isaiah 47. I believe it's verse 5 when you see in darkness.
Isaiah chapter 47, verse 5. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness.
Say, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness. Who?
O daughter of the Chaldeans.
O daughter of the Chaldeans. The Edomites, the so-called white people today. Only they're red. They're not white, they're red. He said, get thee into darkness. That's why when you read Isaiah 60 and 2, what's happening with the people? Let's read it. Isaiah 60 and 2. Shalom, brother. Read that, Isaiah 60 and 2. That's why it's all here, man. You can understand through the precepts. The Most High said, told them to get thee in the darkness. So when they got in the darkness, coming into this world, coming into the superpower of earth, they were told to get thee in the darkness. So what's happening with the people? Let's read.
Isaiah chapter 60, verse 2.
Right.
For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth.
See, darkness shall cover the earth. When? When they came into power. When the so-called white man came into power, what happened?
Darkness shall cover the earth.
Darkness covered the earth. Ignorance covered the earth. Because his history is a lie. It's his story. You know what I mean? It's his story. It ain't our story. It's his story.
Exactly.
So with his story comes what? Lies, you know, pollution. Because did they discover America?
Right.
No, they didn't discover America.
When somebody was already here.
Right, we was already here. So I mean, they ain't discovered nothing. Except for the Caucasus Mountains where they ran into, that's why they call themselves Caucasian. So, did what the Most High said. He's reading from the top.
For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth.
And he told them to get into darkness, to shut their mouth and get into darkness. Get into ignorance. Read.
And gross darkness, the people.
There it is. Gross darkness, the people. Gross ignorance, the people. Because they don't know the truth. Go back to Isaiah 47, verse 6.
Isaiah chapter 47, verse 6.
Come on.
I was rough with my people.
Most High said he was rough with us, because we his people. Only us, the children of Israel. Read.
I have polluted mine inheritance.
The Most High polluted his inheritance. We already said that Israel is his inheritance. Now go in the pocket, go to 1 Ezra 6 and 68 or 69, one of them. To show you how he polluted his inheritance. You understand? That's why I say our minds are brain polluted.
Where y'all going?
It ain't brainwashed. Get out of that, because to wash something, you clean it up.
Exactly.
That's why everything that they say, you gotta pretty much think opposite, because they liars. How your brain is washed and you don't know the truth. You don't know, I got 49 different identities asking, brother, what's your race? What's your nationality? 49, man. It started down here. I got 17 when I started asking, brother, what's your race? What's your nationality? I got 17, I think 17 the first day I started. Right down here. Read this. How did the Most High pollute his inheritance? Let's read it.
6 and
68 or 69. You been sucking up. This was first Ezra. First Ezra. So we're gonna find out how the Most High polluted his inheritance. How did he help us to go into this gross darkness, this gross ignorance for not following him? Listen.
First Ezra chapter 8, verse 69. The nation of Israel.
The nation of Israel, that's who we are. We the nation of Israel, read.
The princes.
The princes, read.
The priests.
The priests, read.
And Levites.
And Levites, the ones that brought forth the law to us, read.
Have not put away from them the strange people of the land.
We ain't put away from us the strange people of the land. We following everything. Everybody, except for what we supposed to be following, the Most High, our power. All the nation was scared of our power, but we ain't scared of them no more. You see what I'm saying? Back in the day, Most High had fire come down and consume the sacrifices. What he did in Egypt. All them plagues he brought in Egypt. The nations knew about it. He got him a name like he gonna get him a name when he bring judgment on this earth, man. And everybody gonna be afraid of him then. Everybody gonna wail because of his son, Chaazaqyathar, when he sent him back to judge and make war. And every nation gonna bow down, man. Straight up. Read.
And from the beginning of this matter, the rulers and the great men have been partakers of this iniquity.
Yeah, iniquity for following these other nations, their idols. Read.
Rainbow flag.
And as soon as I had heard these things, I rent my clothes and the holy garment and pulled off the hair from off my head and beard.
I want 69. I don't know where you jumped from 69 to somewhere else. Read verse 69.
The nation of Israel, the princes, the priests, and Levites have not put away from them the strange people of the land.
Right, so he showed us, hey, don't deal with these people, these other nations, because they're going to turn your mind away from the Most High, following him. Read.
Nor the pollutions of the Gentiles.
Nor the what?
Pollutions of the Gentiles.
That's how the Most High polluted us. The pollution of the Gentiles. He said he polluted his inheritance. That's how we were polluted, man. That's why our brains, we're not washed. Our brains not washed, but our brains are polluted. That's why, how is it polluted? The pollution of who?
The Gentiles.
These other nations. Read.
To wit, of the Canaanites.
Canaanites, South Africans,
Hittites,
Moab-Africans, so-called, read.
Perizzites,
Moab-Africans,
Jebusites.
all these people that the Most High said, don't deal with them. Don't follow them. Don't follow their ways. Because they're going to turn your mind away from following him. Because they deal with idolatry. Following the sun, they believe in the sun, the moon, the stars, comets, everything, the sky, clouds, everything. Anything you think of. Like the Arabs, they had a God for every day. A God for every day. Yeah, man. Read.
And the Moabites.
The Moabites, Chinese, read.
Egyptians,
Moab-Africans,
and Edomites.
and so-called white people. That's how he polluted our minds, man. Go back to Isaiah 47. That's how we were polluted, man. By following all these nations, man. Which the Most High allowed us to do and bring demons in you. Because you're not following him. And we the chosen people of the Most High. That's why you see people walking around here. They need to be really, and some of them in the insane asylum. But Reagan, what did he do? When he came in office, what did he do? He let everybody out to the insane asylum and let them come on the street, man. Don't give no medication. They can't get no help. Can't do anything for their mental illness, man. They know they can do. That's why they're saying they're gonna let brothers out of jail, man. That's in jail for what, 25 to life for a bag of weed in some of these places, man. Unheard of, man. We got more brothers in jail right now than we had in slavery in 1850. More brothers in jail right here in America. Ain't nobody, no country have more brothers. They people in jail as America, man. And who's in jail? It's us, the children of Israel. We the ones in jail. They got us against each other, but we the same people, man. Majority of us. Read.
Isaiah chapter 47, verse 6. I was wroth with my people.
He said it was wroth with his people, read.
I have polluted mine inheritance.
I just showed you how he polluted us. By giving us over these other nations. He told us this. Go Jeremiah 10:2. He told us this, man. This is what he told us. This is why we're in the condition that we're in. Everybody walking around here with their own philosophy. This is what I believe in. I believe in this, you know. I got my own God, you know. I know my God. He's dealing with what I want him to do. And we in the situation that we're in now. We always said that. Ain't nothing new under the sun. That's why we got to come out of that and understand this Bible, man. Read.
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2.
This is what the Most High said, read.
Thus said the Most High.
Who said it?
The Most High.
This is what the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob said, read.
Learn not the way of the heathen.
What'd he say?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
What'd he say?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
What'd he say?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
So why are you going to learn the information from these other nations? When he said, don't learn the way of the heathen. Psalms 106 and 35.
Don't wave a rainbow flag.
Yeah, man, I mean, here we go. We learning all the ways that they say, hey, you can do this. Even the ones that, these churches, man, they have learned the way of the heathen, say, this is what you can do, this is what you can say, this is what you can't say. Because you mean to tell me all these preachers that's hearing this truth, they don't understand what we're bringing forth from the same Bible that they read from? Come on, man. They gonna be put to death by the spirits of the Most High, the angels of the Most High, for leading our people wrong, man. Straight up as it is written. It's in the Bible. That's why I know some of this sounds foreign to you, but it's the truth. And I understand that a lot of you understand this, man.
Right.
A lot of you understand what's going on. That's why you come around and listen. Read.
Psalm chapter 106, verse 35.
Yeah, read.
But were mingled among the heathen.
What were we?
Mingled among the heathen.
We were mingled among these other nations. So-called white people, Japanese, Chinese, Arabs, Africans, because we ain't African. The white man will tell you that. And the Zion man come back by benediction. Ain't no African ever say come back home. They ain't never said that. When? If we them. I mean, they had power in the United Nations. They have power in the United Nations. Sitting up there in the front seat, the head seat. They ain't said what about the so-called Negroes. You know, what a representation we have. We don't have no representation because they don't want us to have any kind of power. But we got next forever and ever and ever. Believe that. Every nation had a certain period of time to rule, man. And it's our time because we got next forever and ever and ever through the power of the Most High and the Chaazaqyathar and the angels that surround us. Read.
But were mingled among the heathen.
We were mingled among these other nations, read.
And learned their work.
He told us, learn not to wear the heathen. What we do?
Learn their work.
We learn their works until this day, man. That's why you think just the way they program you to think. Read.
And they serve their idols.
What we do?
Serve their idols.
We serve their idols. Read.
Which were a snare unto them.
Which was a snare, a trap. That's how they trapped us. Through religions. Come on, man. Show me the Baptist church, the Catholic church, the Seventh-day Adventists, Catholic church, who else? The Jehovah's Witness. You name it. Baptist, you name it. Where is it in the Bible? It's not there. Most High gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. All these things have a beginning through some man or some woman. That say, hey, we're going to start this. They start a little congregation a lot of times in their house. They grew. Next thing you know, they call it the Baptist. Look at these churches, man. Just walk around, and when you're riding around, look at these churches, the names on these churches, man.
I see that.
You know, founded by this man.
Right.
You know, Exalted man. Well, where's the Most High? And about Chaazaqyathar, the anointed Savior. Well, how they being exalted? With the name. How are they exalted when you go up in there? And they not telling the truth. You see what I'm saying?
Wrong name.
Yeah, call on the wrong name, right. Read.
Verse 37. Yeah, they sacrifice their sons and their daughters unto devils.
Hear that? Sacrifice of sons and daughters. We will sacrifice. We the sons and daughters that will sacrifice unto who?
To devils.
Unto devils.
Right. Slave master.
That's right, all the way to now. Where you get your curriculum from? It ain't from us. We done set it up. They set it up. This is how you're going to be programmed. They got something called the religious instruction to the Negroes in the United States of America. Right here, man. This is how you're going to learn religion. This is how you're going to learn to follow our God, their God. That's what they said. So you gonna tell me who is it that set themselves up to be the Most High? What nation? Who is it that set themselves up to be the Son of the Most High? Who is it that set up themselves to be the 12 apostles? Who is it that set themselves up until this day to say they the children of Israel? We just read in Zechariah 9:6, say a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. They bastard, we ain't following this child, both ain't got nothing to do with them.
Right.
They the synagogue of Satan, he calls them in Revelation 2:9 and Revelation 3:9. But see, we walking around talking about they the Jews when you the real Jews. Ethnic and biblical Jews of this Bible. We the chosen people of the Most High. Can't nobody prove different. Or else they would challenge us.
Right.
They'll shut all this down if they could. Where your preachers at? Where the ones you listen to? The ones you following? Why they don't challenge us? With this Bible, I come down here today, I'm only here because the brother said he can bring out scriptures.
Right.
He bringing a gang of scriptures to shut us down. Because we used to be we come over here, we go over there on Gladys at the park. But we here today because he's supposed to be coming, breaking us off with a Christian type of mindset.
Right.
It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work, man. Else they already would do it. You think Creflo Dollar, TD Snakes, and Reverend Pratt, all of them, Eddie Law, all of them Blake, all of them that has mega churches, you don't think they would challenge us? When we talk, you heard me call the name out, right? So why wouldn't they challenge us? I mean, it's going all over the world. And that's what brothers need to be doing, challenging them, because they the ones that's really leading our people astray instead of dealing with each other. We all know the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. I'm talking about Hebrew Israelites, you see? We understand the laws of the Most High. We teaching the laws of the Most High. Why are we going against each other when you got them cats leading our people to hell? Straight up, telling them they ain't under the law of the Most High. Telling them the people don't have to follow the Most High. When at least we following the Most High to the best of our ability in hell, in our captivity. You see what I'm saying? Well, they tell them you ain't got to follow the Most High. If you ain't got to follow him, you have to follow his laws. Ain't that what they said? Right. You ain't under the law, but you under mercy and grace, and you a Gentile. Right. Get out of here, man. First Corinthians 10, 20, and 21. They run when they hear this. Mostly everybody say they're Gentile because they don't believe they're Israelite. They don't believe they're the real Jew. They run when they hear this. Listen to what the Most High say. 1 Corinthians 10, 20. He said, don't learn the way of the heathen, these other nations. That was a trap for us. Now what we do. Let's hear what it said. 1 Corinthians 10 and 20.
1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 20. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice,
the things that the Gentiles sacrifice are worship, read.
They sacrifice to devils.
What?
They sacrifice to devils.
To what?
They sacrifice to devils.
And they took our sons and daughters and made us sacrifice to devils. So the Gentiles sacrifice or worship what?
Devils.
Devils, read.
And not to the Most High.
And not to the Most High. Come on, y'all. If you ain't got to follow him, you going to tell me you following the Most High?
Oh, they follow him, they already accepted.
Yeah. They accept the way of the Gentiles. They accept the way of following and worshiping devils. Straight up, read.
That's what it is.
And I would not that you should have fellowship with devils.
Most High said don't have no fellowship with who?
Devils.
With devils, man. Read.
Ye cannot drink the cup of the Most High while Chaazaqyathar and the cup of devils.
You can't drink the cup of the Most High and his only begotten Son, our big brother, Chaazaqyathar, the world falsely called Jesus Christ, and drink the cup of devils. Read.
You cannot be partakers of the Most High while Chaazaqyath's table.
You can't sit at the table of the Most High. You can't sit at the table of Chaazaqyathar. Read.
And of the table of devils.
And the table of devils. Make up your mind, man. You only got two choices. You got a choice to choose life or death. That's what's